if you're still watching, almost 2 hours in, we are now on all audio platforms. Zoom in on me so I can put this on the thing. Dear listeners, Apple Music, Spotify, every other audio podcast platform, we are now there. Look up Client Conversations. We're working our best. Our team is small, but we're trying to get all 60-something of the episodes on there just for you to listen to. I know some of y'all can't get the visual. You at work, you know what I'm saying? Your boss tripping, y'all looking at your phone. It's cool. I got you on the audio, Apple Music, Spotify, wherever you listen to podcasts, Client Conversations, check us out. What's going on?
What's up?
What's the word? How you feeling?
I'm feeling awesome.
Feeling good?
You can put it on this booth.
Yeah, I'm gonna need it.
I'm gonna put the mic on you.
Thank you. So when you said on the side of your arm, what did you mean?
I was thinking like back here, but I changed my mind. I think I want it right here. Especially because when I do the pole, this is my dominant arm. So when I'm holding it, it'll be very visible.
Okay. And then with the pictures, you said the first one, but the second one? Like it was like a dagger looking thing?
Like a kunai knife?
Let me pull it up. So like you want it, yeah, with this. Mm-hmm. So you want this design? Mm-hmm. So what is this? This is different?
Yeah, that was something, I don't know why they weren't all sending, but it was
out of order, yeah.
See, I'm just put this
What color were you thinking on the flowers?
I don't know, something that'll be vivid on my brown skin. Pink, I'm a pink and blue.
Okay. Magenta.
Let me see.
It's like a little cherry blossom kind of, so it makes sense for it to be pink.
Okay. Yeah, you can kind of remix it, make it unique or whatever. Let me see. With the other one, do you watch anime?
So I just watched, you can sit right here. I just watched my first anime. I won't even say that. I didn't watch a whole anime. I watched my first episode. Because I have to do an anime tattoo coming up, like a big.
This is an anime tattoo that you finna do on me.
But I gotta do like an 8-hour anime, yeah.
Like with their face and stuff.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So she wants the 6 Paths of Pain from Naruto.
Oh yeah.
And so I'm glad I watched it because my dumb ass is gonna put Naruto in it. He ain't even in the little scenes with the. So I was like, okay, bet. So now I kind of understand it.
My tattoo is the one I picked is a Naruto tattoo.
Okay.
That's the leaf ninja symbol on the dagger.
Yeah, I've tattooed a lot of Naruto. I think that's probably the most popular one.
That was my first anime, so even though I love a lot of them, I gotta give reverence because that's what got me in.
Naruto.
This one didn't send, but the other design, that's what I was going for. Make it look like
behind the ear.
Yeah, because the main character Tanjiro from Demon Slayer, he wears those earrings, so that tattoo would have been dope to make it look like, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah, but I always come back. You right up the street.
So you heavy anime.
Look at my shirt. It's on my damn vape car. I'm obsessed.
What got you into that?
Honestly, I had bought my son some Naruto Crocs because they were fire. And so one day he was just like, Mommy, I want to watch Naruto. I was like, okay. And I was doing his hair. So I just happened to start paying attention and I got stuck. Like the storyline was so good. I just needed to know what happened. And then it got better and I got obsessed.
That's what everybody be saying, but I'm like, I never just put on. Okay, I'll say this: there's no shows that you could really just like. All the greatest shows I think about for me, you can't put on the first episode and you just like, oh, I gotta watch.
Yeah,
So I feel that.
Yeah, it's definitely.
I just guess I haven't found the one that just pulled me in like that.
Yeah. I feel like if I were to recommend one that could pull somebody in, I would maybe say, I don't know. Naruto, Demon Slayer, all those are good, but those are probably ones you got to get past the first episode. Solo Leveling.
Naruto has like 1,000,000 episodes.
It does. That's how obsessed I was. I got through thousands of, like over 1,000 episodes in like 2 months.
Damn. I looked up the one that I'm like, okay, I'm like, which episode, like, it gotta be like one arc with these characters, like they're not main, you know what I'm saying? So I looked up, it's talking about episode 128. I said 128, season 1. What the fuck is
Yeah. They forgot to stop when they were making Naruto, I guess. But
I mean, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I ain't mad at it.
No, for real. I feel like the important part that I realized with anime is that, yeah, the beginning episodes are more boring, but that's how you fall in love with the characters.
Can you close your phone so I can airdrop to the... I'm listening to my phone.
No, you're good.
That's how you fall in love with the characters?
Yeah, because like the first couple episodes is like normally letting you know their struggle, what they're trying to overcome. And once it gets awesome, that's once they done trained, they powers tapped in, but you get connected with the characters when you see where they started and then build with them.
You started watching anime like when you were older? Or like
Yes.
Okay.
3 years ago, 2 or 3. I really got into it like heavy during Barrel, when Hurricane Barrel passed. That's how I was able to binge watch it like that, because I ended up getting a security job like 2 hours away, and it was like 12, 13-hour shifts. Just watching. I was getting $20 an hour, 12-hour shifts to just sit in my car and watch this building. So I put Naruto on my iPad, and I was just out there.
So you supposed to be securing the building, and you watch it. So everything was unsecure.
It wasn't nobody out
Off
there.
rip, nothing secure. Because you just...
Nothing.
You was on the phone, or you said iPad?
It was on my iPad.
Oh, you was locked in. Big screen.
You know, Barrel knocked everybody's power out. So honestly, it was a way for me to not be scared, because we're in the country, no street lights. I'm literally the only car surrounded by pure darkness. With just my headlights on this building, making
That's rough to be security too. So if they start looting, you supposed to stop them?
I guess I was just supposed to call somebody. I didn't have no gun or nothing. So I'm going to watch my anime so I don't be looking out this window. Scared as hell.
She said, look, if y'all looting, I'm trying to figure out what Naruto got going on.
Right.
So
I'm finna hit y'all with the ninjutsu.
that's lit. I feel like anime just started being... Not to say that like it's not cool, but it just started being like mainstream cool.
Popularity. Yeah. I'm like, oh, okay, well, cool. I don't really care if people are like, I'm so bad about it. At the end of the night at work, I watch anime while we count our money. Like I put my headphones on.
You watch the anime counting the ones?
Yes. And the dancers know, don't talk to me. Sometimes they do be like, Gemini. I'm like, what? But yeah.
Do you ever do any of like the conventions or like
yes, I do.
Cosplaying or anything?
I am gonna do cosplay for the first time in July for DreamCon. Okay. But I did just go to Collecticon like last month, and
was that out here?
Yeah, that was at the George Convention Center, and then I also went to Animeverse, which was at NRG, and that one was insane.
That's crazy. What was like the wildest? Like you're like, oh shit, this is different.
I think for that one, it was just the amount of vendors and just diversity of things. Because mind you, I never been inside of NRG. So imagine like
Where you from?
I moved here from Virginia.
Okay. I was born there.
Really? Mm-hmm. What part?
Naval Base.
Okay, you were in the 757. I'm an Army kid, so that's how I got there via the military.
I didn't live. I left. I've been in Texas since like 2, so I don't know nothing about Virginia. They call me a whole different nickname out there and everything.
Really?
Yeah.
I love that.
So that was your first time in the NRG? Was that convention?
At the convention, and it's like that entire thing was straight anime vendors. Then they had a WWE wrestling match going on the side. They had like a whole
don't breeze past that. A WWE.
Yes.
You could smell what The Rock was cooking.
Cooking
next to the anime.
Yes, people was in there screaming. They had the whole ring in there. They had it was amazing. They had the Dance Revolution set up, so it was like multiple of them and people like competing against each other. Like it was so dope. It was so fire. The only thing I felt bad about was I was supposed to go with my son. But I had woke up late and I literally lived 3 minutes from NRG and it would have been an hour to go get him, probably like 45 minutes back, and we'd only had 30 minutes in the actual convention before it ended. So I was like, dang, I'm gonna have to go without my boy and just buy him some stuff.
30 minutes at convention is rough. We do. I've never done a DreamCon or an anime convention. I've never done a convention that's big enough to be shortened to con. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like a such and such con.
Yeah, it's big when it got con on it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I've only done like tattoo conventions, so it's kind of like it's a lot different. It's a lot calmer. People are getting tatted, which can be like hours and hours of work. So some people are not even talking. Some people but it's definitely huge, and 30 minutes will not be enough.
And not
so I feel
enough. Not enough. Man, my son, he's only 7. He be like, you keep going without me. I'm like, bro, it's the first time I ever did that. You were over exaggerating.
You keep going without me.
Yeah.
You say you always.
Yes, I do something one time and he'd be like, you always. I'm like, you stop lying. Stop.
That's funny.
I've always wanted to go to a tattoo con though. So
cool. It's in June in Houston.
So the appeal of it is that people are just in there getting tatted, or people are like scouting. Like, what are the?
So it's a few things. It's kind of like a tattoo artist link up. I've met a lot of artists at conventions. I've done a couple of them. The first one I did was in Atlanta in 2022. That hoe was lit. I made like, I don't even want to say what, I'm gonna say what I made. I spent, because for the entrepreneurs and for the tatters watching, I spent probably a rack to go, plus in certain states you gotta get temporary licenses and you gotta pay. So including like hotel, plane, paying for, I split the booth with somebody because I worked at a shop.
Okay.
And then licenses, I probably spent like a rack, but I made like 6. That was in 2022.
That's a nice little flip.
The Houston one, I went as a shop, and I kind of broke even because I had to spend way more. So I had to spend, because I got to get boosts for everybody now, so I had to spend a few bands instead of, you know what I'm saying? And I kind of like, with everybody, I kind of broke even. It wasn't as good, but they say that Houston is like one of the worst ones.
Really?
But it's like a tattoo artist link up. A lot of tattoos, like there's tattooers that don't work in shops. They go to all the conventions around the United States. Like, shout out my homegirl Zen. She goes to like every single convention. She tells me all the time, bro, get in the convention circuit. And that's just how they make their money. So some people do it for that. Some people do it to like go meet niggas that was on Ink Master or whatever, Black Ink Crew or whatever. They got like stuff like, kind of like some of the stuff I've seen on your page, like with people spinning from the ceiling on different types of, they'll link them up to the piercings and hang them from ropes from the piercings, and yeah, they do all type of stuff. It's a whole.
I was about to say, how do I get on until you said that? I'm not hooking nothing up to
no. You gotta. It's more like it's less of like what you do is more like artistic. They're more like
Guinness World
Carnival.
Record.
Yeah.
Guinness World Record type vibes.
Exactly.
I find that interesting that you said you went further away and invested and made more, and then being here,
yep,
you didn't make as much. And that kind of like makes me think about like the tip out in the strip club in a way, because like what we pay in the strip club for like before we work depends on what time you get there. The earlier you get there, the less you pay. So most girls try to get there early, just not because they trying to get more money, but because they want to pay a lower fee. And last night I ended up clocking in right before 1. I normally never get there that late because it's $100. But I was like, you know what? Whatever, I'm gonna just pay it. And I paid more, but the money was coming like faster, opposed to when you come early.
Because you're fresh.
I don't know if it's a psychological thing,
yeah.
like I need my 100 back or what, but I feel like it made me realize like the higher investment, the higher risk, the better the return. Opposed to like how you said you did something that was local, but it wasn't as fruitful as you taking that risk and investing going further.
I think it's just the things. Can you get my machine out the car? Yeah. Yeah, it's in the backpack. My backpack. Trying to tat with no machine out here, man. I think it's more like a location thing with the tattooing. I've heard that clients in Houston are just not great. I wouldn't know because I've been tattooing in Houston the entire time.
Right.
So I wouldn't know that like, it's like if you dance at the worst club in the city, but you've been making bread, you like,
You don't even know
I
that
didn't even know
club,
they
so-
was
yeah,
making
yeah.
10,000 a night over there.
Yeah.
So it's like kind of like that. So I don't know, but yeah, then you got like the stuff like I said, the second time I went with my shop. So I'm more of a managerial role and trying to balance being an artist. And so I think it's a lot of different things. But yeah, you're right. Usually when you spend more, you make more back, which is kind of what I was thinking because usually that's how it goes.
Yeah.
But I'm like, so I was like, let's do it. But yeah, it was a little disappointing.
That
Everybody
was a
says it was
good
location
perspective.
though, mostly.
Yeah, location.
At least I broke even. I don't work a lot of, shout out to Starlito. I done worked a lot of triple shifts to break even. So I ain't even tripping on that. As long as I ain't lose.
A negative, yeah. But I ain't gonna lie, like with being a dancer, sometimes breaking even hurt because it'd be like, I could have just stayed home.
Oh yeah, you could have.
But that's when I learned to, after I felt that way a couple times, I learned to just try to make the most of it, which is kind of what inspired me to start making my content. Because that really kind of just spawned from me being bored and just like not wanting to sit around complaining about it being no money. So I'm like, let me go do something productive, you know?
When did you first start dancing?
I've been dancing for, I'm finna be 30. 9 years.
Was it just like how did it, or okay, is this
I
stigma?
wanted that color.
You said what? Thank you.
I wish they had that picture with like color on it, but
I can see it, it's fine.
you can see it? Okay. Cause I'm a
Visual.
no, like I don't really want it. I like the design, but I don't really like the black and white. But the kunai knives are gray, so that's fine. But maybe like the
Well, the
rope
knife
would be
itself.
brown.
So, okay, you want full color? All right, we could do that.
Would that be OD?
No, it's just gonna take longer. That's cool.
Yeah, I was like, you know what? I told him just the flowers. I lied. I'm sorry.
So you're a liar. Let's talk
No,
about that. Let's discuss.
Hey, I'm like a no, I can't say liar because you see, I admitted it. I came clean real quick. I ain't get caught. Like even if I do tell a little fib, I'm gonna correct it before it gets out of line.
So how do you feel about? I be seeing this stuff online where they're like, man, you went to the strip club and you thought she liked you, and they're like, but she has to like somebody. Do you feel like that's acceptable? Like, is that part of the lie? Like, no, I do like you. Like they say that we're just doing that, but like it's you. Like you're the one. Are you good with that lie?
Oh, I don't tell those kinds.
You
of
don't
lies.
do that?
I suck at lying. That's the thing. Like I've missed out on so much money just because I don't want to lie. And like the girls be in the dressing room like, I told that nigga, they be cracking up, but I just lied to him and I'm just like, I can't.
I guess what I'm trying to ask is like, do some of the customers like want the lie?
Yes.
Like, is that a part? Okay.
They want it, and I don't be wanting to give it to them. Like, especially when they be saying like wild stuff, I just cannot play along with it. Just be throwing up in my mouth like, sir, just keep it cool.
Get your dance and go.
Right. And one thing, being that I know I don't put out or do tricking, I've definitely mastered the art of entertaining as far as like the tricks I can do, my flexibility, my conversational skills, how to keep the vibes going. Like I kind of put more of my energy on the entertainment aspect than the sexual creating a fantasy. I naturally have, my sex appeal when I deploy that, but
Right. When it's time.
yeah, but we ain't gotta go all the way far. Like sometimes they'll find the wildest openings to say the craziest stuff.
What do you? I was gonna ask what's the crazy stuff, but what's the opening? What do you mean?
Like say say we're taking a break from him throwing the money and I bite a fry and I'm like, this is a hard one. They'll be like, yeah, like this dick. Like they'll just like,
yeah.
It'll be random, like something not related to that, but the right word, it'll be an opening for them to just say, I'm like, oh, it's hot in here. Yeah, like this dick. Like, dude, why? Why are you even saying that? Who gets off on you saying that to them?
Him.
Clearly.
I was just talking about, we were having a discussion yesterday. I won't say the discussion because it was very, we won't get into that. But I was just like, I don't know how some of these people think of this shit. Like, what make you, we actually was talking about liars, and I was like, I don't know, like, I would never think to say that about you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I don't understand, like, what just makes him, but it's because that's the thing. Like, that's what he gets off on. Just say, yeah, I told her, da-da-da-da-da-da. I don't know, man.
I really don't understand liars. And I think, I'm not gonna put anybody out there, but I grew up with someone who was a serial liar. I mean, just
about anything?
Just anything.
Bro, I'm not gonna say who, but I know somebody who does that.
It's traumatizing. So I think growing up with somebody like that made me want to be the complete opposite. Like
for no reason, right?
Yeah,
They just say like
for nothing.
You know the sky was red yesterday. Like, yeah. I feel you.
Hey, Dad.
Hey, chick.
Hey, I'm in an interview. Wait. Oh, you're freezing. Dad.
Huh?
You're frozen up. What'd you say?
I said, why'd you answer then?
Because I love you and I wanted you to know that I'm not ignoring you.
I like them.
Okay, love you too. All right, but you. All right, love you too. We'll talk later. If you got need to do your interview, go ahead.
Okay.
It's just about the your share for the Airbnb.
Okay, bet. I'll call you back when I leave out.
Hi guys, it's the booking manager here at 40 Studios. Books are open now and filling up fast. To get your spot on the schedule, text 346-291-4438. Send in your ideas so we can help curate the perfect session for you. Walk-ins are accepted but not guaranteed. Again, text 346-291-4438 to get your tattoo scheduled today.
Well, how about you end it with a love you bye, not $250, click.
You need that $250.
You need that. I got him.
About his business.
Yeah, he is. Having an army dad, I think.
Oh, that's your dad?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah, I was
that
like
makes it funnier.
a hardcore military kid, like from the moving every year in school. It came with its pros and its cons, but
Do you have siblings?
yes.
Okay.
Well, I grew up with 2 brothers, and then I have siblings on my biological dad's side, but just my dad. So yeah. And he was always very a big stickler on structure and discipline.
Yeah, you said army, right? Mm-hmm. You like getting up at fucking crack of dawn, making your bed and all that stuff? Yeah. It's so crazy growing up as a military kid, and then my dad retired when I graduated high school, and then getting out into the real world and realizing that everybody's life is not like mine. It's not as much structure, it's not as much discipline, it's not as much emphasis on that. I feel you.
I had to learn about the real world on my own. Like, as far as movies goes, my black card has been revoked a long time ago.
Why you say that?
Like, all of the classics that you can name that all the black people are supposed to watch, I didn't. Like, I grew up on Barney, Finding Nemo, Disney Channel, Cartoon Network. Like, my parents were very...
To what age, though? Like forever? Like you just never watched, you only watch like Pixar type movies and stuff?
Yeah, I feel like maybe, where did I live in 10th grade? 10th grade. Virginia. I feel like my going outside of that was like trying to sneak and watch Adult Swim. Like that was.
Not till 10th grade?
Yeah.
So you weren't allowed to watch anything like, there weren't any like movies that they were like, oh, or is it just if it has this rating you can't watch it type thing?
Honestly, we weren't exposed to it, so we didn't ask. It wasn't that they were keeping it from us, but I didn't know.
Like I said, I didn't even know they was
Like,
making tech bands over there.
people I was hanging out with, we was talking about Nemo and Monsters Inc. and stuff, so it wasn't even that I really needed to.
High school?
No, I mean, in high school also, I was very active. So a lot of times TV wasn't even the main priority. TV was something maybe in the morning while I was eating breakfast or at the end of the night. But I've always been a dancer, cheerleader, track, playing outside. Yeah, so
I think that's a military thing. Making their kids always have something to do. My family like that too.
Really?
You gotta have something to do.
Yes, and it just followed me into adulthood.
I always thought they just wanted us out their face. For real, like, no, you gotta play a sport like, man, you just want me tired
Right.
to go to bed.
So I can go to, yes. Parents love to be like, you tire them out. You gonna go straight to bed tonight. I'm like, that's terrible.
Okay, so with arm tattoos, they move. So it's gonna like, we're gonna have to put it on how you wanna show it. So do you want it to be like this or do you want it to be like this?
What would be harder, like this?
Like, look. You see the Texas?
Yeah.
So I put it on like this, but when I put my arm down, it's like that.
Ah.
You see what I'm saying?
That would be kind of cool for a kunai though. Do you think it would look, just like visually looking at me, would it be doper right here?
On the front, I think so.
Right here?
Like this. I think so.
Okay.
But it's up to you. It's your arm. It's permanent.
I know. That's why it took me so long to decide. Okay. That's cool. Trying to imagine me holding the pole.
When you're holding the pole like that, it would be like this. So we could do that. You could keep your arm like this. I'll put it on like that.
Okay.
And then you could check it out. Stencil? Oh, you was using, let me test this out. Ultrasound gel. This is the new craze that the kids are doing.
The tattoo kids?
The tattoo kids. the young bulls.
What is it supposed to do?
So it's like a,
Okay, then let it sit for like a second.
see, it already got too many rules.
I know, but it's so good. It's so good.
I gotta let it sit.
Just for a second.
You a tattoo girly too?
Yeah.
Ah.
Here we go.
She just interviewed before this.
Okay.
So that's why I got all her stuff right here.
Ultrasound gel,
I
okay.
know it's crazy, but
So what does it do? Help the transfer of the ink?
of the stencil.
So this purple, if I put this like that, it's not gonna do nothing. But if you put a transfer gel on there and then place this, it's gonna make it, that's what makes it stick.
Oh, okay.
So we use like, if you take it back old school, when I first started, it was straight, huh?
The deodorant sticks.
Yeah, I thought you was calling me old. Yeah, so it was a speed stick. The original speed stick used to use that. I worked with one artist who used to melt that shit down, mix it with some other shit, and make his own. One of the more popular ones is called stencil stuff, which
I've
is what
never
I
heard
usually
of
use.
the deodorant on for the tattoo.
I ain't gonna lie, to me, that's what so you probably could relate to this with dancing. When you have like certain smells, maybe with the club, maybe it's like a liquor or like a fucking cologne or whatever. Certain smells, certain sounds, it's like that's the thing. For me, tattooing smells like that deodorant, some fucking Tech Nine or some type of music. Like that's tattooing what it is to me.
That's like the nostalgia of it in your mind.
Right. So when I smell that, it immediately like tattoo. Like if you walk by me and you wearing that speed stick, I'm gonna be like, tattoo? Like my brain's gonna start. You know what I'm saying? You wanna go check that out in there?
Yeah. Come on, speed stick. I never knew it had any other value other than under the arm.
Oh yeah. Speaking of, man, Black Panther Tattoo Supply, they don't carry ultrasound gel yet. I put the word in. However, they do have stencil stuff. Go over to BlackPantherTattooSupply.com. Sorry, BPTattooSupply.com and get your stencil stuff.
Is he promoting? I know that's right. Y'all better make him a brand
to the
ambassador.
sponsor, man.
Guys, okay, yeah, I like this. This is gonna be cute. Cause I was gonna send you one, like I wanted to do like an underbutt or something, but then I was like, I have 2 bookings this week that I cannot afford to be stiff AF. So I'm like, okay, an arm tattoo.
Should I use this El Dorado? I use yellow.
Oh, and I think we got distracted earlier, but you were asking me about how I got into dancing or something like that?
Yeah, well, I was gonna ask you how you got into dancing, and I had another question, but first, this your close-up right here. You wanna introduce yourself to the people?
Yes. Hey, y'all. I am GemiJhay, but a lot of people know me as Gemini. GemiJhay is my music, my artist persona, and then Gemini is my entertainer, dancer persona. I have been in Houston for 5 years. I moved here from Virginia. I'm the exotic fairy god sister.
The exotic
I'm a
fairy
mom, a boy mom. This is awkward. What do I?
So how did you get into? Well, okay. My first question, because this leads into dance. You say like when people ask you what you do, you say like, oh, I dance. You say I strip. What do you say?
I say I dance.
Okay. So was it like before you started it? Was it like stigmatized to you? Like was it like the negative connotation of it? Like oh no, like that's a stripper. Like was it like that kind of thing, or did you never see it like that?
I definitely realized it was taboo, but I didn't really have any thoughts on it at first. Like the strip club was definitely something that, like I was acutely aware of it, but like I didn't grow up knowing about what a strip club was. Like when I found out about it, I got into it shortly after. So I really started in the after hour life.
Oh, so you were already like as soon as you you went to after hours before you found out what a strip club was?
Okay, so it all started, I was working at a call center and I ended up
It all started
for real.
Call center?
I started at the call center and I got my own car. I was co-signed on the car with my dad, but I had got in trouble with the law or whatever. And he kept taking my rights, kept taking my keys. So I was like, you know what?
As he should.
As he should. Yes, as I kept messing up. So I went and bought my own car. So I'm like, yeah, won't. But then he was like, oh yeah, you can pay your own insurance, your own phone bill. All of that fell on me at one time. So that little call center check dried up immediately. And I probably went through 2 pay periods and me and my homeboy was just sitting in the car talking. I was like, I gotta figure out another way to make some money. Like my dad, he was mad at me because I had got like a weed charge. And we were still living on the military base. So
You got a weed charge in Virginia.
The hottest
in
place
Texas.
to do it. Well, they ended up not officially charging me, but I had got pulled over and caught with it, and I was supposed to go to trial and stuff. But
The weed laws are bad over there, or were?
worse. They
I
are
didn't know that.
so damn strict there. It's not even funny.
I have a friend who did the whole weekend for $0.5 gram. So
Yeah, no, they're
Texas is pretty bad.
really.
Yeah.
No, the Commonwealth is worse.
They sound like they.
It's worse. So my homeboy that I was working with, he was like, oh, I know somebody, he be doing like after hours, you know, you can maybe try that. And I'm like, what's the after hours? He's like, you know, you pretty much just dance and they throw money. And I'm like, okay.
Right.
Definitely very, 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 very nervous about that. But I went and it was definitely an experience. It was very intimidating at first, but I think I had probably made like $100 the first time, and it was maybe in like a 2-hour span, and that blew my mind.
Yeah.
I'm
$50
used
an
to
hour?
making $9.43 an hour, waiting 2 weeks and overtime, and my check is like $900. I'm like, I just made $100 in 2 hours. What? But, and I was conflicted though, because a lot of the girls in there, they were kind of more wide open. So they were like going to the back to do extras and stuff. I was just kind of.
Did you not know about that? Or you were like, did you come in with like the strict line of, okay, I'm not doing any selling of sex?
Well, yeah, I knew I just wanted to dance. See, I'm actually a trained dancer. I've been taking dance classes since I was 5.
Okay.
So whether it was in the strip club or not, I've always
be
danced. Yeah, making dance videos, dancing at the gas station. Like when you in the club and it's the people in the middle and everybody's hey and they dancing, that be me and my friends.
Did you do like ballet, jazz? Like what type of dancing were you doing?
Hip hop, contemporary, jazz. I don't know why I never got into ballet, but I regret not doing it now as an adult.
I feel like it's like a starting point, like, so they were talking about music and they're saying like when you're learning to play an instrument, like you want to play the cool shit, but you got to learn classical.
The foundation.
Yeah, I feel like that's kind of how ballet would be for dance. Like it's like the classical music. You learn this and then you can move on to the, yeah.
Yep. That's the same thing with like pole tricks. Now that I've like mastered the pole and the sort, it's crazy because when I got good with the pole, I didn't realize it until like one day I'm on the ceiling doing something I never did before. And I'm like, oh, wait,
On the ceiling.
how am I up here right now? But I realized I had just mastered the foundational moves. Like a lot of dance girls, they're like, I can only do this trick. I'm like, you gotta learn that. You need that trick. There's no other trick you can do until you master the classical version. You got a whole bunch of anime stuff over there now that I'm looking. That little symbol right there is from Fairy Tail. That's from Hunter x Hunter with the spider and the number 2 on it. Oh,
Yeah, that's another one of the artists.
Oh, okay.
So I'm actually the only one who doesn't watch. It feels like I'm the only tattoo artist who doesn't watch anime.
You're missing out.
Apparently, but
And it like the lessons that you learn when you really get into it, like, is insane.
nigga like me, I'm about to watch The Sopranos again. But that's just me.
Sopranos. I could never get
About to watch
into
The
shows
Walking
like
Dead.
that.
Into what? With real people?
No, I don't mind real people. I do now though. I don't know. Growing up, I didn't mind a reality show or a good sitcom or two, but now I have very low tolerance for watching real people unless it's like America's Got Talent or American Idol or a makeup competition. That's the only time I really like to watch real people, but I literally only watch anime at this era of my life.
And that's just since, you said 2022?
What year was Beryl? Hurricane Beryl?
That was last year.
Was it? No, it wasn't.
Beryl won in 2025.
No, it wasn't last year.
It was 2024.
It was like 3 or 4.
Yeah, either 2023 or 2024.
Yeah.
I'm tripping.
So
But
you was all in, huh?
I got all in.
Yeah, I was tripping 2024.
Do you have one of these?
Yes.
You look like you have one.
Yeah.
That's why I asked you. You seem like you.
And this the leaf symbol, I have the ninja band.
Yeah, you get into it.
Well, the knife is really my son's, but now I'm like, look, buddy, we both got one.
He walk in the room, you in there swinging around it.
Yeah. Back up. No, we be having fun.
This don't hurt?
No. I mean, it's not something I would want to feel on any time, but it's not as bad as I thought.
Yeah. Okay, so you was at the call center. Y'all smoking a little reefer. You got a great idea. Hit the strip. So you hit the strip.
No, so I hit the after hours.
So you hit the after hours, my bad. How'd you find out about the strippers? The dancers?
I want to say I maybe did the after hours for maybe like a month. And then I kind of just was, like I said, it was very raunchy. It's no rules, being that it was in somebody's basement. So I was like, you know what? If I'm doing this, I might as well just go to a strip club where it's security, limits, clientele, whatever the case may be. So I just went to the strip club that was up the street from where I was staying at the time. And I went in there and I was like, I'm interested in dancing. She was like, okay, what's your name? I was like, I don't have one. She was like, think of something. I was like, Gemini. And then
Are
like,
you a Gemini?
yeah,
Okay.
and it's stuck ever since.
You know, y'all like to throw niggas off. Your name be Gemini, you a Scorpio. Just so
Oh,
don't
yeah.
nobody know nothing, so I was just curious.
Yeah, no, I'm totally a Gemini. I'm on the cusp of Taurus, but I'm a Gemini.
Oh, what you like? Maybe like 20 something, late 20s.
23rd.
I'm a Taurus.
Hey, gang, what day?
The second.
Okay. I don't know what it is, but I think all people born in May are so damn cool. Whether they're a
All my
Taurus
friends are
or a
Taurus.
Gemini, like, I love Taurus.
All my friends are Taurus, so I feel you. It's just something about like, and I didn't realize because obviously, as men, we're not, you know, taught astrology in the way that women are introduced to it. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't realize until I realized. I was like, damn, all my friends' birthdays is one after another. Like when it's May, it's like her birthday, her birthday.
Yeah.
Oh, it's my birthday. Oh, it's your birthday. Oh. Might as well just do one big party.
Right,
So,
just party all May.
yeah.
And I don't know, astrology wasn't, okay, so of course I knew about it when I became a dancer. When did I go through my spiritual awakening? Was it before I became a dancer?
Oh, so wait, you never told me. You just went to the club and then the rest is history?
The rest is history. Yeah.
Were you already good at the pole trick? Because I know there's I'm
No.
gonna preface this. I've never been to a strip club.
Okay.
So I'm aware that there's different types. Like they may call you to the stage, right? You see that in the movie. They call it to the stage. There are people on the floor. There are people that just dance. There are people that do pole tricks. So were you already like, no, I can get on this pole and I'm kind of
No.
cut and I could, okay.
No.
You had to work your way to it?
These muscles I have now, I did not have then. I was way thicker then. Not way thicker, but definitely I had no muscle definition, more butt, had a little belly.
So you got to be in shape for this.
I mean, no, you don't have to be in shape, but you probably have to be in shape to do what I do, but you can definitely not be in shape and still be okay. But when I got in there, I didn't have no stripper clothes. I used like regular chunky heels, and I had this Laker bodysuit from Forever 21, and I wore that, and I told myself, I'm going to spend money on stripper clothes when I make money first. And when I look back at my old pictures, I'm just like, bless my heart.
So you already had the
Bless my
business
heart.
acumen of, I'm not about to just go buy $700 worth of outfits and I ain't made no money dancing yet.
Yeah, I mean, and I didn't even have it like that, which is the reason why I was there, because the call center wasn't enough. So I was really broke and just trying to figure out any type of way to make money. The only limit that I always had was I'm only dancing for money. That's the only thing I knew beforehand, and then everything else I just learned, which is crazy because I danced in Virginia for my first, because I was about to turn 21, and I moved here when I was 22 or 23. Okay, so I danced in Virginia for like my first 2.5 years. Then when I moved to Houston, the way Houston strip clubs operate so different than Virginia.
So what's the difference? Because Houston is like one of those like Houston, Atlanta, Vegas, Miami.
Yeah.
What's the difference like in a big city like this?
So in Virginia, we didn't have sections and stuff like that. Like we made all of our money on the stage. It was like a long stage. They had 2 poles in the middle. Depending on what was going on, they would do rotation and call a girl up there and you keep all the money you made. But like on a Friday and a Saturday, it would literally be strippers all around the stage on the edge of it. And as they throw money on us, we just scoop it under us. So we're all up there getting money thrown on us and just trying to keep it in our area.
Y'all don't have that? I'm sure there was arguments with that. Like, no, this was in my area. Don't be trying to.
No, I'm sure there was. I didn't really see them because it wasn't always just like money flying. Like we can tell if there's a guy standing right behind her and he's the only one on this side tipping her. If her dollar slides, we know.
Oh, there's like
scoot
an
it back up.
kind of.
Yeah,
Okay.
like it's etiquette. Nobody's tipping you. Why would you take that money? So
The golden rule.
right.
Got you.
It was like an understanding for the most part. But then when I got here, the bigger stages, the having to go up to talk to people at the tables, the sections. The thing that threw me off the most about working in Houston was how We got to stand outside of the section and hope that they pick us up.
Y'all line up and they got a her, and her?
Yeah, pretty much. Not necessarily line up, but it really be kind of like a first come, first serve. Whoever's the first to get in front of the customer's face and get on their good side, that's normally who get picked, unless, you know, they already know the customer. But that, being a new girl, knowing damn well nobody knew me, and then all these girls got their bodies done, I was like, there's no way I'm gonna survive out here. I was so scared. The first time I actually tried to work, I went to Crazy Bull, which was a terrible club to go as a newbie. And I actually stopped dancing out here for 2 months before I found like...
Because of that club? It was that bad?
It just scared me. I was like...
Is this on? Mm-hmm. Hey guys, give me a zoom. Give me a zoom. I don't know if you guys are aware of this, but 85% of the people who watch this channel are not subscribed. So if you want to support us, just hit that subscribe button. Go down there. It's right there while you're watching the video. You done heard all the stories. We done gave it all away for free. The least you could do is just subscribe.
If you don't subscribe, the boogeyman gonna get you.
Exactly.
That's what they say.
This is how Houston strip clubs work. I can't...
Going back home.
Not going back home. I gotta figure something else out. Cause imagine standing outside the section waiting, and then you don't get picked, and you gotta take that walk of shame.
So you just waiting for another section to get booked, or you just like, how does that work? What do you do after that?
I didn't know how it operated. Crazy Bull was definitely a section to section to section type club. Now I work at Onyx. So Onyx has multiple avenues of making money. We have the stages, the 3-stage rotation. Then they have like the tables. We can go up to people at the tables, and then they have sections where you can go get in the section. So normally with the sections, unless it's your customer or they just pick just you or one other girl, the sections are the bags where it's like multiple girls that have to divide it. So those are normally the bigger bags. And then you have the tables. The table is like the floor hustle. You move around, and that's where you can make your own individual money. You dance with them for a little second, whatever they throw, you put in your bag, you keep moving. With a section, you have to stay in the section until all the money is picked up. Because being that the money is going to be evenly divided between all of the girls, you're stuck there until that money is picked up. And then, of course, anything you make on the stage, that's your
So the
money.
section is like a pooled thing. Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
But everybody had to pay the same, like, what they call it, the door fee?
The tip-in.
The tip-in.
tip-in's
Everybody had to
about-
pay the same thing. How do you decide who goes where?
So no, everybody pays different tip out depending on what time they get there. Like some girls, at Onyx, the tip out fee starts at $7. So I think if you get there at 7 o'clock, it's like $7, and then it goes up 10 to 15 every hour. But
who's in there at 7 o'clock?
Nobody, but some girls just don't want to pay that much to work.
It'll probably be the same people, huh? If you go there, I feel like daytime strip club. I feel like it's for the regulars.
Yeah, or for the men that
I came
work
here
at
to see Lisa. Yeah. Go get her. Yeah, I know what I'm. I was just here a couple days ago.
No,
Y'all know what I'm on.
Nah, one thing about me, I'm not going to nobody club at 7 o'clock. My cutoff is normally right before 11, because right before 11 is $50. I don't mind paying that $50. Cool. Because I value time too. So yeah, you'll be saving money by being in there, but wasting a whole bunch of time. And I always have other stuff I can work on. Especially during the week, my son has homework. We have to do homework time, reading time, bath time, dinner time. And then I go to work after he's all the way together. So getting there at 7 o'clock is just not even possible.
I mean, plus what time does it close? 5, 6?
During Sunday through Thursday, we close at 4. And then Friday and Saturday close at 5.
So who wants to work 7 to 4 just to save $50?
I'm gonna pay that.
I feel you.
I'm gonna pay that. Cause like last night, even though it was later than I normally work, I paid $100 right before 1, and I made $1,300. So in 4 hours, $1,300 opposed to making money being there from 7 just to pay 7. Hell no. That was $100 well spent.
Yeah. Facts.
And I had got me a little nap in beforehand. I was feeling good. So well rested. Let's do it.
Walked in that hoe dancing.
Okay. Heck yeah.
Is you were talking about like the clothes? Is that like one of the biggest expenses? Or what are your expenses as a dancer?
As a dancer,
Besides the tip out.
okay, besides the tipping that you pay when you come in, every club is different on how they have the fees on the back end. But at my club specifically, we always have to tip the house mom, DJ, and then tipping the sweeper. They say it's optional, but it's not really optional. So, but that house mom is 24.
The sweeper, they sweeping up the money.
Yeah, they pick the money up for
You
us.
tip that man for
Yeah,
he take
for
his own
sure.
tip.
Yeah. No, for real. No, it was one time.
My tip will be in the dustpan. Keep not tipping me.
No, it was one time our sweeper, he felt like I wasn't, you know what, not even he felt like. At first, when I first started working there, I didn't really understand the culture of like tipping or whatever. So instead of communicating with me, he just stopped picking my money up. Like it didn't matter how much I had, he would just like watch me bend down and struggle and scrape. And then one day he was like, look, you can at least tip me like 10 to 15, 20 if you got it. I'm like, oh, well, why you didn't just say that? I wasn't giving him nothing, but I was giving him like $5. I didn't know, because they said it was optional. If it ain't really optional, don't tell me it's optional. So they got those fees on the back.
Like, they ain't paying you? What you?
Right, I'm thinking you an employee whole time, you getting paid like us. Okay, cool, got you now.
I think that's kind of why the business model works so well for the owners, but it does make them have to be more predatory with it. But it's just like, yeah, because who's in there on salary? Nobody, right? Maybe the manager or something?
Yeah, maybe the managers, maybe the bartenders, and maybe the door girl.
What? Because the bartenders ain't getting no.
Probably not. I don't know. I ain't never been a bartender.
You getting $2.15 an hour plus tips or whatever, some shit like that. I'm sure.
Shoot, they be making good tips. I be seeing customers that be just
Oh yeah, no, for sure,
whole
for sure.
100 stacks
But
back
it's
there.
based
I'm
on
like,
the
you don't
tips. So if something's based on the tips, if everybody in this is my shop, they all get paid based on tips. I didn't pay nobody.
Yeah.
Your customers paid you.
Yeah.
So I'm still collecting at the end of the day everything, which obviously doesn't work like that here. Kind of wish it did. Now that I'm talking to you. But I'm not, if you're not coming out of pocket, the owner's kind of winning.
Yeah.
But it does make them have to be like, I say predatory in the sense of like, you can't just be like, you got to just let them starve. If you're getting over there and getting no tips, hey, you better learn a new trick. You better go talk to Gemini and get your weight up.
Something.
Something.
Or something. So on top of those, I mean, I wouldn't really say those are the massive expenses. The fees are not that bad to me. But don't get me wrong. Like Area 29, those girls will have a whole different story. Their tip out is 200 and up. Onyx, our tip out don't even go up to 200. At the most you'll ever pay to work at Onyx is 125.
Is Area 29 a strip club?
Yes.
I thought that was like after hours. Or no?
No, that's a strip club. That's where like all the celebrities go. And Drake's song, he's like, I miss you, talking to you, baby.
Okay.
That song when he was talking about all the girls at the end, those are the Area 29 girls.
Of course he know.
Yeah, he be in there. I'm like, when you bring the West to Onyx Drake? Come to Onyx Drake. Okay.
You met Drake?
Not yet. Not yet.
Drake, what you on? You don't know all the girls, Drake.
You don't know
You ain't
all
talk
of
to-
us, Drake, and you're
you ain't-
missing out.
Missing out, man.
Come to Onyx, Houston, next time you come. You always go to Area 29. You can come to Onyx for once, okay? I promise you won't regret it.
So it's not too many expenses that go into it. It's more like the labor.
It's more so like how you take care of yourself. So dance outfits, they can range from $150 an outfit to $8.99 an outfit, depending on where you get it. You know, it's all about your style, your swag, what you, how you want to look, how you want to represent yourself. Mm-hmm. I would say maybe one of the most costly expenses is the shoes. And not necessarily because the shoes are expensive, but because they break.
They're cheaply made?
I wouldn't say they're cheaply
or
made.
Or just because you're dancing in them?
Yeah, like the wear and tear, especially as a pole killer, like
As a pole killer?
Yeah.
That's your term?
That's what I'm considered, yeah.
You like it's like a black belt?
I would be a black belt in the pole world, yes.
You got to get up to pole killer.
Yes.
That's what's up.
Like I smack my heels together to make the clicking sounds. I be doing backflips, splits, all types of stuff. So
so that's not no regular. When they be doing that, that's hard to do.
No, it's easy to do, but it's a lot of wear and tear on your shoes.
Oh, okay.
Like it's been times where I've done that, or I've done the backflip off the pole, and when I came down, my heel cracked. You know, when you do a lot, having to constantly buy shoes over and over is maybe a little costly, but I finally leveled up. I have like 4 different pairs of shoes now, so now I don't have to worry.
Oh, shit.
If one breaks, run to the dressing room.
Oh, they'll break mid fucking performance.
Mid shift, that is a nightmare. And normally it happens when it's like a lot of money going on. Like the money is out there, your shoes is broke. Everybody like, anybody got super glue? Girls back there trying to glue their heels like
they
that.
just looking at you barefoot like.
Oh no, you
fucking
can't.
Rookie.
You can't go on the floor
got extra
barefoot.
shoes.
Nobody. Now they. You can get a prostitution charge. If you are in dance wear, you are not allowed to walk the floor with regular shoes or barefoot.
I was gonna say because it's dangerous. You know, when you work at a restaurant, you gotta wear them non-slips.
Yeah.
But what if you had to wear the non-slips to be?
I probably could pop your ass better though, because you'd be real firm.
You really
be
need them low key.
Grounded. But no, that's definitely because it was one time at the end of the night we have to go to what they call the cage to clock out, and we get a slip that pretty much clocks us off the shift. One time I tried to go back there with my dance outfit and my tennis shoes, and they were like, red alert, red alert.
Is there like undercovers or some shit? Because you say you get a prostitution charge. Is there like somebody who's gonna immediately point you out?
I mean, well, honestly.
Or is it just like a thing where like if they do come in here and you're out there with
if
no
they
shoes,
do come in
so
here.
we just nip it in the okay.
Yeah, and then also there's cameras all over, and Onyx is a franchise club, and it is owned by fair-skinned people, so they do monitor.
It's owned by fair-skinned people. They hail from the Caucasus regions.
Yes,
okay.
the Caucasus Mountains, and they watch the cameras. And they monitor to make sure everything is going to flow. So if we do that and the managers don't correct it, it's going to be all types of problems. It's going to be issues one way or another. And we have had 2 incidents of undercover cops in there before, and it did end badly for one girl before. So I
She got arrested?
Did.
She still in there? Free my nigga, what's her name?
No, she I'm not going to say her name. I'm going to have an interview with her.
Name, man. You know, that girl name is not,
Nah, but they she got brought back though quick.
When she got up, so would they bond you out?
The club? Probably not.
Damn.
Probably not. It was so crazy because it was
See
like
when
that.
you come home.
Right. I remember I was sitting at the table and I just seen a line of men in SWAT vests.
Damn.
And guns walking back in the line, walking back to the dressing room. And then a few minutes later, they walked her back out in cuffs. And I'm like, what did she do? Mind you, it was no riffraff going on, no arguments. It must have been something that was low-key said one-on-one, and maybe she didn't know he was an undercover. Because like I said, a lot of girls will lie and tell a guy whatever he wants to hear to get the money, and maybe she lied to the wrong one, and they came back and they got her. And I was just
like, you gotta be careful too, because like I said, I've never been to the strip club. Majority of my tattoo clientele for like the early part of my career was all strippers. Shout out to all the strippers. Y'all know I love y'all. All the strippers and all the men who do things where they have extra money. I won't say what they do, but they be doing shit. Those were all my best clientele because my tattoos were a little on the higher end, but I would work all night. I'll pull up on you if you got a couple, you know what I'm saying? I'll pull up over there, and I was good with working like with like if you were like, I want something like I could put this together if you just told me, and that holds value to like that crowd.
Yeah, for sure.
That was like my whole clientele, and a lot of the strippers would tell me some of the stories and shit. So I've heard a lot of stuff, but I started thinking about it. I forgot what we was even talking about.
You started reminiscing.
I started thinking about some of these stories.
Flashback. Yeah, no.
We was talking about the girl getting dragged out.
Oh yeah, and that she probably told a lie to the wrong guy.
Oh, that's what I was gonna say. So some of the girls just tell me that, oh, you just tell them this, but you don't actually do it. You know what I'm saying? Or you just tell them this and you keep the money and you. But if you say that and it's undercover, no, you said it. You're going like conspiracy, like you're going to the slammer.
And I don't know. I feel like the same way that I feel like customers look at us as just like sex objects. Some of the girls just look at the customers as just like means to get money out of them. Like, you know, and I'm always torn in the middle because I'm hyper aware that the customers that come in are still regular human beings.
It's not just a body with a money bag on top of their head.
Yeah, I don't see them like that. Yeah. So for me, I don't like pressure nobody to tip me or try to manipulate them or anything like that. Like, I'll talk a good game, but as far as like lying or saying I'm gonna do this just to get it out of them, I don't. And I probably.
You feel like it's just not necessary?
Yeah, it's just not my character.
You're just not comfortable with it.
Yeah, and I think honestly, that's how I've been able to like keep my soul and stay myself in this game by always just staying true to myself.
And not feel no type of way about it. Because there's a lot of people that, and I've talked to a lot of people who, like I said, customers or whatever, and they kind of seem as though they were coerced into doing this thing. They feel like jaded about it or like, yeah. So that makes sense that you drew your moral lines and you're just able to just maneuver like that and move up. Because now you say you teach, right?
I teach regular dance classes right now, but I'm pole lessons on the way. You've been
able to expand it into a whole entrepreneurial venture greater. Instead of just the thing and just having, you know, feeling like it tore you down or this part of your life was terrible. Because you almost said 10 years, right?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I found a way to make it beautiful, and I realized like it's important to remove the shame from it. Like, if you're gonna do this, do it in a way that you don't regret it or you don't feel like low about it. Like if I were to be a dancer but I was selling my body, I would probably not have lasted that long. Especially because of how sensitive I am, like spiritually and stuff. Like, sex affects me in ways that I cannot even imagine. So I could not make that type of exchange for money and be mentally sane.
So it affects you like on a spiritual level?
Just in every way, like really, I've been celibate.
Good or bad?
Good and bad. Like, sex, it inspires me creatively. Like, when I was making a lot of music, that I realized that's where a lot of that was stemming from, because
you was doing a lot of fucking. You was making some freaky ass songs.
I wasn't making it wasn't freaky music, but it just
my body. I know what you was on, man.
No, I only have one kind of sexual songs. I haven't reached the point where I'm comfortable making sexual music, but sex would just inspire.
Just the act of it makes you more. It's like a creative fuel.
Yeah, like it wasn't the creativity that came out was sexual creativity, but I was creative AF, and I've been celibate for 3 years now, and it's not as easy to write music anymore.
3 years.
Yeah.
Interesting. Before we get into that, I was gonna say. I feel like a lot of creatives are like the horniest of people, right? Like, the creative energy and the sexual energy kind of like intertwine. Like, you'll see a lot of art. Like, everybody's always like, you got booty on the wall, but it's like those energies.
Creative energy
together.
Is sexual. Yeah. It's literally from the same source.
Was the person that you were, or persons or whatever you do, they at that time where you were having the sex and it was getting creative, were they also a creative individual? You don't remember?
No. I guess the last guy, no, he wasn't. But I just really cared about him. Like, I'm the type of person.
I was just wondering. I don't think it would change it either way. I just was curious.
I mean, my baby daddy, he's a rapper, I guess.
Don't do that.
Okay. Just edit that out.
First of all of this is everything we said is gonna be. Since you walked in, we've been rolling. But shout out to her baby daddy. I'm sure he got a couple songs that jam. He probably got some hits. Just the right people ain't seen it yet. No. Yeah. Okay. Shout out to him.
Shout out. All right. Shout out. But yeah, I think I think if your partner is a creative, I don't think that made a difference for me. Because as far as for me, I'm a very passionate person. I only have sex with someone that I'm like deeply feeling. Like I have a mental connection. Like I'm a sapiosexual. If we can't talk and like really connect in that way, I'm not finna do nothing with you anyway.
Has that been since like forever?
Yeah, since forever. I think growing up in a 2-parent home, like I've always been like, I want my one man, and you know, that's just been my thing. I would say the most out there I might have been, which what some people would consider a hoe phase, was when I was a lesbian.
You been delivered?
I wouldn't say that I was delivered. I think, okay, so I had a girlfriend, and then I kind of stepped back on the other side with men just one time, and I was like, whoa, I miss this. I prefer this, you know?
Oh, wow.
So, just the sexual part.
You cheated.
Huh?
So you cheated.
I did.
Okay, go ahead.
Darn
Don't run around it. Don't
Why
get
are
around
you
the
trying
bush.
to make
You
me
was
admit
cheating.
that? It was a mistake.
That's what they always say. Okay, so
I cheated. I think this is the first time I ever said that out loud. Okay, I cheated.
it's okay. We're gonna get this. Tattoo sessions sometimes become therapy sessions. You know, we gotta get to the root of it while we get into the root of the end.
I guess. It was so long ago though. So I guess I've forgiven myself. But yeah, cheated. Then I was like, wow.
So why do you consider that you just went crazy after?
I just preferred penis.
So do you think it was the like not having it and then going back experiencing, you're like, no, I gotta go crazy?
I think maybe I appreciated that more. And then just also, I'm a very hyper independent, get it done myself if I have to type of person. So I think being around masculine energy again, where I felt like I could, you know, sit back and be looked out for, that was kind of refreshing. I was like, oh, I prefer this. And then, yeah, I really didn't have that much fun back on the other side of the rainbow before I got pregnant. Like, it was very shortly after.
How old is you said your son, right?
Yeah, he's 7.
7, okay.
Yeah, it was shortly after. And then I was talking to a girl after I had my son. Me and her actually have this matching 333 tattoo on here. And in that process, I realized that I didn't want to date women anymore. So now me and her are like best friends in the whole world.
What?
Swear, we got these matching
Please.
tattoos. Swear.
Bruh, they don't want to hear. I hate that shit so much. What you mean y'all best friends? Y'all was dating?
I wouldn't say we were talking, but like I said, I found out like in the process of being with her, even like trying to be intimate, I realized I wasn't intrigued like that.
So you was like, okay, this connection isn't the lust that we think it is.
She
We just
genuinely
very
cared for
alike.
me, and I really cared for her as a person, and I didn't want to like break it off like, oh, we can't fuck with each other, you go, yo. No, like I wanted to keep her in my life, but I knew I did not want to be her girlfriend. I didn't want to have sex with her. Like, she's a creative person. She was super supportive with my music. She always came to my shows. She helped me with my son. We did all types of stuff together. Like, I knew I wanted her in my life, but just not in that way.
Did y'all have sex ever?
We had an attempt to do it one time, and in the middle of it, my son started crying, and I was breastfeeding at the time, so that had just...
Was that like, never mind. So if the situation arose, do you think that it could happen?
With me and her? No.
Okay.
That is my dog.
So y'all best friends. That's the
Yeah.
story. We're sticking to it.
Yeah. She, like, when she's talking to girls or she go through stuff, like, she called me and we talk about it. Like, and I ain't gonna lie, like, at first, even though I knew we were just friends, when she would talk to other girls or tell me about them, I would be like, ugh, like, you know, not rooting for her to be with anybody. But over time, I realized how selfish and greedy that was. Like, how you don't want her to be with nobody and you don't want to be with her? Like, what?
like that,
what
man.
type of narcissistic, toxic
like
shit
that,
did I have
man.
going on?
Cause what you mean you got a boyfriend? Just cause I wasn't talking to you don't mean you go get a boyfriend.
Yeah, you sit in that house
What you
by
doing?
yourself, bitch.
By yourself. Don't talk to nobody.
Yeah, no.
You better sit. You need to sit. I need you sitting on the couch waiting for my response.
Right, waiting for me to start liking
Until
you
then,
again.
don't do nothing. Don't go to work.
Yeah.
No, if you got to get you a little plate, get you a plate. But other than that, just wait until I respond.
If there are any men out there that think like that, you belong under the jail.
That nigga said, lock me up. I forgot you ain't seen none of the movies.
Well, yeah, that reference didn't even sound familiar.
It's Don't Be a Menace.
Oh, yeah, I haven't seen that. Now, if you'd have been like, just keep swimming, I'm like, I know that one. I know.
What's your favorite Pixar movie?
Favorite Pixar movie? From like currently or from childhood?
No, at all.
Pixar been dropping some pressure.
Yeah, that shit with Jamie Foxx was hard.
You talking about Spies in Disguise?
No,
Oh, you said Jeremy Foxx. I'm thinking of
Jamie
Will Smith.
Foxx, the jazz dude.
Oh, Soul.
Soul.
Soul was cool. I like Coco. I like Coco. I actually got a Coco debit card from Chase.
I worked with a tattoo artist that had a son, and that was his shit.
Yeah, Coco was blessing. What else?
He used to be like, can you watch my son while I tat? Bro, Coco finna watch your son while you tat, bro. What you
for
talking
real.
about? I'm not a babysitter.
I'm screaming, don't do that though. People be
No,
needing
I'm
help.
doing that. I don't got kids.
People need help sometimes.
Don't ask
Come on,
Uncle
man.
D to watch the baby.
It's no reason to be like that.
If you're not one of my siblings' kids, because that's really your fault. You act like I was there coaching you through. Yeah, had a baby.
Yeah,
Do
okay.
it.
Men
Don't
is their
call
fault.
me.
Women, we just be getting caught up in the mix. We gotta
Nah,
gotta
you
incubate
said
it.
You said it.
Gotta incubate. I ain't gonna lie, I was so mad at my baby daddy. I'm like, why would you get me pregnant? What you do?
Because you was like, not in me, and you was like, okay.
I never
You
said
know,
that.
nigga ain't gonna listen to you say
Never
that.
ever said that. When I say never said that, mind you.
I
Okay.
don't like that because now you made me start thinking.
Well, what?
Like when girls say that, you just made me start thinking.
I mean, if a girl says that,
Now
she
I'm thinking
probably
about,
means
okay,
that.
maybe-
I've never said that.
They don't be meaning it, but it's like maybe I should. Like, okay, damn, what if we have a kid? Okay, damn, it's gonna be. So what time is that? It's June now, so that's gonna be like this is what's going through my mind now that you said that. So don't do that.
Girls, don't tell that man to nut in you. Like, if you
don't
are not
listen.
planning to have no baby, it can't be that good. It's not that good. I'm telling you. I was so hot. I'm like, why would you get me pregnant? Okay, because me and him met in the studio.
That's what I was gonna ask you. Go ahead, I'm asking.
Me and him met in the studio, and I don't even know how I even got there, because I remember being in the studio, and it was the guy that owned the studio, and then my baby daddy and another guy. And I remember I was right in the corner, and I was just listening to them boy talk, and I remember thinking, they're so weird. I vividly remember, like, I would never mess with none of these niggas. These niggas is weird. And
that music trash. Wow.
music sucked. I ain't gonna lie. And down the line, this is when I was like a heavy smoker, and he would always be like, "Hey, come smoke or whatever." And my young pothead ass, okay, I'll go smoke.
That's how to get you.
You know. And then I found out he kind of had like a more open-minded side, like with conspiracy theories and aliens and stuff. And being that he portrayed to be a hood nigga, I liked that he had more depth to him. That was not, that he was.
So he believed the aliens and you were sold.
Yeah, pretty much. It was more than that, but
That's
I had went
insane
through my.
Cause you said you ain't like him at all. He was weird, and you was like,
He was weird. I was weird too, though.
you fuck with ET though. I fuck with ET.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm a psychedelic girly, so I went through a spiritual awakening. You know when sometimes when people do shrooms or whatever, they do it for the colors, the vibes. Like my first 2 or 3 experiences were like that, and that's what I was going for. But then it was like that 4th encounter, my mind changed, and it wasn't the fun colors. It was like knowledge pouring into my head, and my eyes open, and me seeing the world different, and I've never been the same since. But I met him in the process of like, what's the word I'm looking for? Like getting used to this new version of myself, pretty much. So he was weird, but I was weird as hell, and still questioning everything. I was more open at that time. And there was a couple times I had spent the night, but I would sleep at the foot of the bed, and he would be at the top.
That boy come smoked his way in. Boy, that boy said, come smoke. No, it's getting late. Just stay here. You can stay on the couch. I'm gonna be in. You take my bed, and I'm gonna sleep on the couch.
We slept in the bed together, but he would be at the top, and I've had my head at the bottom. And we did that for like, I want to say 3 or 4 times.
What size was this bed?
Huh?
What size was this bed?
It was like a king or a queen. It was big enough for both of us.
Okay.
But then it was this one time he was like, "Hey, could you sleep up here this time?" I'm like, "For what?" He was like, I just want to cuddle. So I had
just the tip, man.
in my mind, I already knew what was gonna happen. So I had told myself in my head, I said, if this nigga's sex is trash, I'm never talking to him again. Let me tell you why it was not trash.
I don't want to know why.
It was not trash. My mind was.
He got that one little thing he do.
Blown. This weird ass nigga got the what? I was like, okay, so maybe we could be friends with benefits.
Nutty me.
Never said it.
You like it so far? I was gonna ask you. You said you met him at the studio, but have you ever met anyone at the club, like while you was working, or even if you was just there supporting your coworkers or whatever?
Met anyone at the club that I've been
that you dated?
Recently, last year, for the first time.
It don't count if it was like Rick Ross or some shit like that.
No.
Okay.
It was a guy. I want to say it was right after my birthday. So I met him at the club, and we just had like this super ultra intellectual conversation.
Don't tell me it was about aliens.
We both were into.
They better be DMing you after this. You know, I just seen a UFO at the.
Don't tell me about
Barack
your alien
Obama
sightings.
just said that.
No.
They're not at Area 51, but they out here.
They're at Area 29. But no, we started talking about, have you heard of this speaker named Myron Golden?
Ooh, I know that name. Tell me about him.
So Myron Golden, he pretty much takes...
It's a young dude?
Older guy. He takes Bible stories and pretty much makes practical business applications for them. So he'll just take
on social media.
YouTube.
Yeah. Okay.
He's more so YouTube. Yeah. A dark skinned older black guy. And I've been watching Myron.
He just interviewed. I know what you're talking about. I watched his podcast. Yeah.
Myron be spitting them gems, but it was crazy because me and the guy who I'm referring to, I was just talking to him, and I quoted something from Myron Golden, and he said, "What?" And he opened up his phone, and he was listening to the audiobook from Myron Golden. So I was enamored because I had never met anybody who knew him. And so we had just went down this rabbit hole of just exchanging knowledge and ideas and things of that nature. And me and him talked for a few months. We fell off.
That happened at the club?
Yeah, so we met at the club, but we exchanged contacts, and even outside of that.
But he was listening to the audiobook.
I guess he was listening to it on the way to the club. So it was, it happened to be, he had pulled it up. And he was like, "Wow, you know him?" I'm like, "Yeah." We hung out. We went to Cidercade together. We went to some movies. We had an anime date because he knew I liked anime, even though his ass fell asleep.
What's that? Like watching anime?
Yeah. He knew I wanted to watch anime, so he said we could watch anime together. His ass ain't even watch anime, but I did put him on the Demon Slayer. You're welcome. Okay. But I don't know, that vibe just died off. We never did anything intimate. But he was cool. That was my first time actually meeting a guy in the club that I could potentially see myself taking serious.
So you open to it, it just hasn't happened?
Yeah, it just hasn't happened. Especially now that I've been celibate for 3 years, it's like my wall is like up. Cause I'm
I'm starting to put the pieces together. You stop fucking, you start watching anime. This is your new obsession. I figured it out. I stopped
fucking way before the anime came along.
Yeah, when it started getting rough.
No.
He was like, "Naruto, talk to me because I'm thinking about some other things."
He just making up stuff. No, and then honestly, like.
How has that affected your entrepreneurship, being celibate?
I think it's been amazing for my entrepreneurship because like we were saying, the sexual energy and creativity, they flow from the same space. So being that I'm not using that energy to have sex, I use it to create things. Yeah. So now I'm more focused.
You don't, rose toy, suction cup yourself to death and none of that?
No,
You like
I want to
completely-
try. I want to try the rose. Everybody makes it sound like it's so good, but I never just get around to getting one.
I'm just wondering, because like some people like take it as like, okay, no, well, there's levels. Some people are like no penetration, right? Some people are like no sexual act at all, and then some people are like no masturbation, no none of that. Like, not even.
No, I'm not against it. And honestly, I haven't been celibate for like religious reasons or anything. It's just that I know how sex affects me. Like,
Just mastering yourself.
yeah, definitely. And then it's like, once I'm a single mom, I've been a single mom the entire time. Never had any help from the father. So even that experience right
That music
there,
ain't paid.
No.
Stop fucking with him.
no, not a coin.
She looking at me like it wasn't funny.
No screaming. No, for real. But it was like, that was a one and done mistake. Mind you, we was just having fun, having sex. I never thought I would just get pregnant randomly and be a single mom. So that was like an eye opener. Like, for one, that can never happen again. Because
You don't really want, sorry to keep cutting you off, but you don't really want like, or ain't your kid, right? Just a whole bunch of random
No.
niggas and, yeah.
And then like my son, he is so amazing. He's so sweet, and he's definitely at the age where he's asking questions like, oh, why don't I have a dad? Am I a good kid? You know, seeing his friends with their dads and stuff, and that breaks my heart because he deserves to have that around. Which is also why I'm very intentional about who I'm with, because my son is always with me. Like, if I'm not doing an interview or I'm not at work or I'm not at a booking, my son is with me. So in order for me to be around a man, that man would need to be eligible to be around my son.
Do you think that your son would reach an age where you would feel like you would have to shift your career? Do you think that would affect him?
No. It would just be a choice thing because, so my son is aware that I dance, but just not in the capacity. Like, when I go to take hip hop classes or heels classes, he comes to the dance studio with me. Or if I have rehearsals for a booking with other background dancers, he sees that. So right now he's aware of mommy dancing. But as far as like when I'm wearing the heels and the bikini and stuff, I keep that separate from him. I feel like by the time he's at an age that he would be affected by that knowledge, I'm gonna have, done something else with it. But I also don't mind. I was talking to another dancer about this in the dressing room one day, because it was like, it wouldn't even be a bad idea to have a new generation of men that don't look at strippers in the derogatory way that the older generation does. Instead of thinking it like, oh, strippers, hoes, you could buy some coochie or whatever, just for them to just have respect for the hustle. Because regardless, eventually when my son is older, he's going to find out I'm a dancer. But then he's also going to be able to look back and realize that, for one, he was never exposed to nothing crazy. I always carry myself with the utmost respect around him. I don't wear shirts with a whole lot of cleavage showing or butt hanging out.
Just being a good example.
Yeah,
of a woman instead of like what they typically would assume.
Yeah. Like, when I say my son is like a kid's kid, like, he still punches at the air with the sound effects, thinks powers are gonna come out, and he's super innocent, and I want to preserve his innocence, for as long as possible. And when he gets older and he realizes that I used to dance, he's gonna be like, dang, I guess dancers ain't that bad, because my mom was cool as hell. And she did what
that's
was
what
supposed to do.
that's what I was thinking as you were saying that, because you could say that, or like obviously I'm not a woman, but they can say that, but you have to be the example as well, like you said you are. So you can't be like, oh, just because I dance, like my son will, like, no, because if you look at a lot of the, like pimps or whatever, all their stories be like, yeah, my mama was this, you know what I'm saying? But it's because it's not because their mother was that, it's because of how they were treated or what they were shown. Now they relate that to the occupation.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I want my son to be able to grow up, and if he happens to meet a dancer, have the utmost respect for her because of what I showed him as one.
Yep. I quote Kevin Gates. It was says, "Got respect for a stripper. That's an independent chick."
Hey, yeah, exactly.
Sound like an entrepreneur to me. Which brings me to my next question. So, how did you get into? Because I was really intrigued. You do like financial literacy for other dancers,
No,
or something to that effect.
something to that extent. I created. Are you talking about the exotic income tracker or the stripper
Right.
math video?
The tracker.
Okay.
The income tracker.
Yeah, okay. So, yes, I created the income tracker just for us to have a way to track our cash and our expenses and to just kind of start becoming aware of the patterns, your high seasons, your low seasons over time. Like, what days do you make the money, good money, or what weeks or periods during the month are normally the best for you? Being able to track those patterns and that income over time. And also, I used to be a tax preparer 2 years ago. And that was my first time like filing my own taxes, and I kind of just did like estimates of what I think I paid or what I think I made. So that had inspired me to create something for us where we can actually have that stability and that discipline financially. And
So you just what you learned, you made that into a way where you can like give it to somebody else. Like, you use this. This is how I did it.
yeah, and I made the diagrams. I made it to where there's a daily tracker page, a weekly tracker page, and then the monthly. So I created a diagram where we track what time we clock in, of course the date, how much we paid for tipping, the total amount of tips we make, which is before we pay house mom, sweeper, and DJ, and then our net profit, which is the amount that we walk out with. And then at the end of the entire week, you move over to the weekly page and you add all of those expenses or income together. That repeats 4 times, and then after the 4th time, that's where the monthly page, and then you add the weekly totals to get your monthly average. And then all the way at the back of the book, they have one yearly page, so you only need one tracker for the entire year. And I designed it that way so that as the months go by, if you're putting your monthly totals in on the yearly page, you can start to notice a pattern as the year passes. And yeah, ever since I've been using my own product, I always have money.
It's important. I'm sure so whenever you're, like you said, you're a single mother, right? So obviously all of the responsible things are thrust upon you at that
Yeah.
point. So you kind of got to get into it quicker, because I'm sure there's dancers that don't have kids that they're like, I interviewed a dude and he used to dance, and I was like, what was the most money you ever made? And he was looking like,
I don't know.
I have no idea.
And that was the problem. Yeah.
Majority of the time it's like, I don't even know, because I got a lot of stripper clients and they'll pull up like, how much you say it was? And they're just pulling ones out like, nigga,
Yeah,
you
they don't
count
care.
it, bro.
Yeah.
I got one person tipped me like, well, they didn't. I say they tipped me because they told me to keep it, but they gave me like 200 extra just because they didn't want to count the ones. And I'm like, bro, you gave me 200. She like, man, keep that. Like, I'm going to make some more, but it's like, yes, you're going to make some more, but you gotta.
That is not sustainable.
I'll share what did it for me. My first year tattooing in a shop, he files taxes. He hands me a 1099. What you give me a 1099 for, sir? I'm a tattoo artist. I'm a fucking pirate. What is this? What do you want me to do with this? But it said, I think I had been working at the shop from it's like the end of the year, like maybe August, September to December. And it was like, you made $22,000. I'm checking my bank account like, it says I made 22. I got $247. So where's that? You know what I'm saying? But it made me start thinking about it like that. Like, no, you actually making money. Because I'm like, I ain't been here that long. I ain't really.
Yeah, but
no,
it's like
you're
we
making a little bit
spending
of change.
Yeah, we just throwing it here and there.
Yeah. So once even just the act of tracking it will make you switch up.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because I feel like, I think what made the most difference for me using my tracker was not just the net profit column, but the actual profit column. Because from the profit column, you pretty much take your net total and subtract what you spent to even be able to work that night,
Right.
so that you know what you're actually leaving out with more than what you came in with. And I think knowing that actual number changed the way I was even spending money.
Right.
Because you may have, you made $600, but you also spent $2 to get here. You spent $50 on the Uber, $120 for tip out, da 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 da. So it's like you thinking you made $600. No, you really made like $3 something.
Yeah, that's important too for entrepreneurship because you may not. It's easy to spend the money. For me, it's new products or new things that are gonna make more money. I'm gonna spend on that off rip.
Yeah, an investment.
But then whenever you realize, like, I don't even know how to give an example, but you realize it's just like, oh, this isn't really what I made. You may be looking at the numbers like, damn, this month we did 15,000. You didn't do 15,000.
Yeah.
The entity may have done that. There were costs involved. There was people you had to pay. You didn't use. I got 5 needles out right now for a small tattoo. Like these are expenses that you're not calculating, but the feeling once you know about it, it's like I didn't make $6K when I went to ATL. I made 5 because I spent the rec. Like
exactly, and
it's so important. That's why I was super intrigued when I saw it on your page because I was like, a lot of people don't know that I'm big on entrepreneurship, and that shit is super important. I think that's dope.
Thank you, and it has really made all the difference, and that's why like a lot of girls be, well, what's your book, or I'm gonna get your book, and I'm like, I want y'all to get it, but only if you really want it, because also somebody was trying to tell me, oh, you need to make it in the app form or whatever the case may be, and I'm like, eventually I do plan to get it developed into an app. But the truth about it is, if you're serious about your financial future and your financial health, you're going to take a second to write it down. You know what I'm saying? Everything isn't just a plug and play. I feel like it shows how intentional you are when you do take the time to sit down and write it down and do those calculations. If you don't want to do it, you don't really want it, because it's one thing to deposit your money in the bank, which was before I created the tracker. That's what I was doing. I would put my ones in the bank or whatever, but it still wasn't enough data for me as far as expenses versus profit. You know what I'm
because
saying?
you may have spent some cash on the way to the bank. You may have to get a little $10 in gas, or everything's not gonna be on that. Your P&L isn't gonna be on a bank checking statement.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I needed us to have a way to break that down more. So I was thinking, like, with my before I started dancing, when I had regular jobs, you had the time you clocked in, the date you worked, the amount of hours you worked, things of that nature. So I kind of designed it based off of those metrics that you would get at a regular 9-to-5 job.
So you put yourself on like a payroll, like a schedule, like that, like clocking in and clocking out.
Well, we typically for most clubs you can work whenever you want. But I feel like the clocking in and clocking out time metrics is important, because say you take your net profit and then you see what time you clocked in and you clocked out. However many hours you worked, you divide your net total by that amount of hours, and now you know what you made per hour. So it just kind of gives you more information on how you're utilizing your time and how you're profiting from your time in the club. And I feel like it also just helps you to move in a more business mindset in the club, for me anyways, instead of just looking like, where the niggas at, Mimi, where the money, like I look at the way I present myself to customers and the way I operate in the club as I'm the product, I'm the business, you know. And I don't know, it's been working for me. The longer I get in this game, the more I'm making. I'm like,
me as an entrepreneur, I don't have any entrepreneurs in my family. My family is full of highly educated people, but they all pursue things that are structured things, medical, education, military, whatever, to where, yes, you're so responsible, whatever, but it's because, like, they handed you, here's your time card.
They told you what to do, and you just have to do what they told you to do.
This is how much you made, this is the taxes we took out, but as an entrepreneur, it's like, you just get all the money, and now you got to figure it out yourself, which can be rough. How far into this are we? We're going to.
It's 8:12.
So if they still watching, I'll give them some sauce. For me personally, because I do a lot of things, right? This is where watching the money or watching what's going on came in for me. So I do a whole bunch of things. I'll be okay, man, we gonna drop some new shit because I did a bunch of tests this week, or I just sold a bunch of stuff, so we gonna do some new clothes over here, but the supplies are selling, so we doing clothes, but that's not really how you. So once you get into a cycle like that, it can get big. It's like I call it like a little money tornado, right? So you're doing this with the money, you spending more money, keep throwing money at it, it does this, it does this.
Keep making
as soon
more.
as it stops, it all falls.
Yeah.
So if one thing fucks up, you wasn't paying attention, you don't know that, hey, your clothes not doing too well, you need to stop buying new clothes. So now you look up and you're like, damn, why do I got 100 shirts? And now while you questioning why you got 100 extra shirts, your other stuff falling off because you're not putting the money into that because you're sitting over here questioning. So if you're not paying attention, and that's kind of like a thing that happened to me. I feel like I left so much money on the table because it's just not paying close enough attention to the numbers and separating everything.
Yeah, the foundation.
Writing it down. Like you said, like they want the app. No, write it down.
Yes.
Like,
that's even in the Bible. Write it down and make it plain.
That's a big lesson for entrepreneurs that I think that they need to know. Like, write that shit down, look at it, pay attention, because Coca-Cola got a whole department of people for that.
To write stuff down.
Like, don't think that you special. Just to pay attention and track and let the person in charge know, hey, this is what's going on. Hey, that idea is great, but last month we didn't make too much over in Diet Coke, so you might want to slow down on the redesigning of the just stuff like that.
Yeah, for real. Yeah, the tiny details.
As the entrepreneur, we be so focused on the big picture that you may not even notice what's going on.
I feel like the most important thing as an entrepreneur is to just the foundation in which you build everything that you do on. And that writing it down though, even beyond being an entrepreneur, just being a functional human being, writing it down is everything.
Yeah, if you go to
if I don't plan my day out, I'm gonna watch anime all day. I literally have to write down, go to here, go to dun, like a checklist.
You know you wasn't supposed to be watching anime. You know that wasn't on the schedule. Just because you
It
didn't
ain't
write it
never
down,
on the
that
schedule
wasn't
because I
good.
squeeze it in every chance I get. If this was on the interview and you was just tattooing me to tattoo me, I would have anime playing right now.
You locked in on that.
I'm
fuck
finna.
with it. How often do you work out?
I don't work out.
You don't work out at all?
I just do the pole.
This is all from Flex again? This is all that's from the...
This is from the pole.
Okay.
6-pack and everything. That's the workout.
You didn't have a 6-pack and then you started getting serious about the pole working. Now you got a 6-pack.
Yes. I didn't have a 6-pack till after I had the kid. I'm doing the pole.
So all you men and women that be wanting a 6-pack, you heard it here first. Get your ass on the pole.
Here first. Climb
And
up
get to work.
to the ceiling.
There's actually, have you ever heard of the place that's in this building downstairs? It's like a pole class studio thing. What's it called? I think it's called like Revolution or something like that.
They got a pole place in here?
It doesn't, okay, my opinion, it looked like a library on the outside. In my opinion, because of the art on it. It's like, you have to see it when you leave.
Yeah.
It looks like a library, but yeah, it's definitely like pole classes and stuff.
Wait, put me on, because it's right up the street from me. Maybe they could hire me.
I was just wondering, we kind of just got over here. It's only been a couple months, so I was just wondering if you heard about it since you're in the...
You said it's called Revolve?
Revolve or Revolt or
I'm not sure what it's
Revolution or something.
Because I heard of the pole experience. They just moved to a new location, but I don't know if I don't think it looks like a library, so that's probably not them.
This is that look to me, because I was like, pole classes? That's what's in there?
experience.
It is the pole experience? Oh, this one.
So you heard of them?
Yeah.
Yeah, right here.
When they were hiring.
Shout out to the pole experience.
Shout out to the pole experience. Hire me. I'm ready. I got girls begging for me to teach them. I got clientele for you.
Would you open a business for that?
Yeah. I totally would. And I think
Is it on the plan? Is it in the plan?
it's in the plans. I think honestly the reason I have been so reluctant to teach pole classes is because I got to where I am as a pole dancer with no classes. So being that I didn't learn from classes, I was like, I don't know how to teach people. And I'm glad that I didn't take any classes because I'm kind of a perfectionist and an overthinker. So say the instructor would have told me to grip the pole this way. In order to do a move, you have to do it like this. But that doesn't work for the way my body moves, you know what I'm saying? So if I couldn't get it exactly how she told me to get it, I would feel like, beating myself up instead of the way I learned the pole is just getting up there and trying and feeling it out, waiting until my muscles could handle it. I just kept getting up there until it got easy.
I definitely understand that. That's how I learned how to tattoo, but I've also taught people how to tattoo. And the first time it was a little bit jarring, like, why do you do this? Like, cause that's what works, bro. I don't fucking know why you do that. What you mean? But then it makes you start thinking like, oh, cause I say this all the time, my first apprentice, we're almost exactly the same in a lot of ways, but like the way that she tattoos is like, not the opposite, but just different. Like if I'm like, okay, when you set up, you put your machine over here. She's like, I like my machine over here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
But with my first time teaching, it's like, bro, I said like, just put it over there. That's how I do it. That's how you do it. But it's like, that's not the only way.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Yeah. So I definitely get you. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think my fear was like telling them in a way that prevented them from doing what works best for them. But I feel like now I'm kind of getting in a space where I'm understanding at least the foundational aspects of pole and like what muscles and what, you know,
the answers
grip.
to the questions that they gonna have.
The simple things. I'm like, okay, maybe I can start to.
Cause you can know how to do it. I could throw the football 200 yards, but I can't necessarily teach you how to do it. Like shit, I don't know.
People think
just
that you
big
can,
since I was born. Yeah, I picked it up, threw it, went far.
My daddy a football player.
Exactly.
I've been throwing it out the moon, you know?
Yeah.
And people think just because you're good at something you can teach, and I just didn't want to let nobody down or take, because everybody's like, that's good money. I'm like, yeah, it's good money, but I'm not pressed for money. I want to provide value.
And you finna be giving out refunds if they go to work with that shit and they ain't making no money because it sucked.
Oh, no, they ain't giving out no refund for that. You ain't got no. I just made a video about this and I'm gonna be posting it this week, but I don't care what pole tricks you know how to do. Pole tricks cannot replace hustle. If you can't hustle, you could know how to walk on the ceilings with no hands. If you don't have no hustle, you're not gonna make nothing in it.
If I go in a strip club and she's walking on the ceilings with no hands, I'm giving her some money.
Okay, well I need you to come to Onyx so I can do that.
Onyx is the one, my fucking Whataburger, right?
It's off of Richmond.
Okay, no, I'm thinking of the wrong one.
Yeah, it's off of Richmond, Chimney Rock area, next to Uptown Lounge where Sam's Boat Seafood used to be.
Oh, okay.
It's right, like up
right there.
Do you know where D&D is?
Where Black Ink Houston was there for a little bit.
Oh, see, I don't know about that.
Across the street, it's a dispensary right now. Right across the street, there's like
it's a jeweler shop and a pleasure zone.
It's like a white, next to Pleasure Zone, it's like a white shopping center. Yeah.
Yep, Onyx is right there.
They got a dispensary in there. It was a Black Ink, the TV show.
That's where it was?
Yeah, it was right there.
What? Now, I used to love me some Black Ink.
They wasn't there long. I feel like that show didn't really transcend into, like, it's a great idea, granted, I'll give them that. But if you can't, like, if Caesar not gonna be there, how long is that gonna last? You know,
Caesar and Duchess.
Yeah, but if I can't walk in and see Duchess, how long are we finna really be at this getting tatted up here?
Duchess was that girl.
I know exactly what you're talking about. I worked over there. I worked at a shop down the street from there for a while, and then my other shop was right there in Hillcroft, a little bit further up from y'all. Bro, you said you was going to GemiJhay's. I said she not finna be here till 10 o'clock.
Why?
They be taking forever.
No, they was taking long, and I thought I was good because there was nobody in the line at the drive-thru. But then I went around the corner. Mm-hmm. And you know they're gonna prioritize the drive-thru, so I was like, let me go in the drive-thru. But they took long, but my food was ready when I got to the window, so I was like, okay.
I just feel like, and this has nothing to do with anything we've been talking about. I just feel like with the food service since COVID, how like the delivery got so big, it messes up like just going in and ordering. Cause I'm that type of, I'm like a old school physical media. Go
Yeah.
sit down and let's go. I'll park at McDonald's and go inside and order my food. And I'm
Really?
not trying to tap on the. Bring your ass to the counter.
Yeah, they
I
trying
want
to
two
make you pay on the
McDoubles.
kiosk now.
Like
yeah.
I'm like that, so I feel like it missed for those people because I know it's few and far in between now, and everybody just is, you know, DoorDash pick up my order or going to the drive-thru or whatever. But it's like I be seeing it in the kitchen. They getting hit from every. Gotta get the DoorDash order, or we gotta get someone coming to pick it up. We got the what's in the drive-thru.
Yeah, they be stressed nowadays.
I bet that shit rough. I'm not in the food industry at all, but I just feel like that shit is rough.
I don't
It looks
mind
rough.
going in, but in instances where I gotta be somewhere, like today, the drive-through is.
What'd you get over there?
I got the fish and 10 shrimp with fries.
I fuck with them. They super good. I never ate it till I got to this area. But that shit.
I don't know if it's because we've been talking, but this tattoo is super tolerable. Now don't get me wrong, when you going over the color part,
D. That's what they call me. Right.
Really? Light hand D, I like you.
She like nobody calls me that. No one time has called me that.
Oh, really?
No.
Maybe my pain tolerance is high.
Maybe,
Or maybe this
it's
area
in
is not that
comparison
bad.
because I know this look. I know for a fact this hurt way worse, and that this looked like it hurt pretty bad.
This was irritated, yeah.
All the hand shit.
Majority of my tattoos I got coping with the heartbreak, so. And I got them between the age of 18 and 20. Most of these are, dang, these tattoos over 10 years old.
How long you see yourself stripping, dancing,
Let's do entertaining.
entertaining?
I hate that, like,
hilarious.
the battle between being called a stripper or entertainer. Like, when I do my content, I just say stripper just because
Salacious.
algorithmically, if that's a word, it pushes it to the right audience.
It's definitely gonna say stripper a lot in the description of this
Yeah.
clips and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, glad to know.
Yeah.
Okay, but I feel like I'm more so of an entertainer because that's what I do. I don't strip. I don't take any, whatever I come out on the floor with, that's what I keep on.
Oh, so you don't actually strip at all?
No, Onyx specifically, whatever. Mister ain't never been to a strip club.
Take it.
Yeah, that'd be great. Y'all get to see enough. But
I listen to GemiJhay. It ain't a strip club. They ain't showing pussy.
Yeah, ain't
know
no
what's
strip
going
club
on.
then. It's a gentleman's club. Yeah, so at Onyx, you're not allowed to show no coochie. We don't take no bottoms off. It's technically a titty bar. I personally wear pasties on my nipples, and specifically because being a pole killer, people are always recording me. I do not want my nipples on the internet.
So you wear pasties on your nipples.
And I don't show no coochie, so I don't consider myself a stripper.
We can see that on Instagram.
Exactly.
So why am I going to, I go to,
No, it's not the same.
do you think that it get, okay, so
It's definitely not the same thing.
you started, what year is this, 2026? So you like 2017.
Yeah, because my son was born in 2018, so yeah, 2017.
Oh, that's when I started taking, that's what's up.
I didn't even get in the game good. The nigga that took me out
I feel
of the
like that's when I
game.
started tattooing, and I really feel like that was one of them years. You said you about to be 30, you born in 97?
96.
96? I was born in 95. I was just saying this. I feel like being born in 95 is like everything is washed. As soon as you get old enough to fuck with it, it's washed out. Like I feel like I came in at the end of like what tattooing is now and how it was before. I came in like right in the middle
Right, in the
of the
good.
ending and the beginning of this. Like it's like a weird transition.
Like a transitional middle point.
I don't like that shit.
I guess I feel like that with being dancing. I'm like in the middle of being an OG, but not as far as dancers come, because definitely, ooh, that didn't feel great. The newer dancers, they definitely operate in a more cutthroat way, opposed to when I first started dancing. It was all about, you know, like etiquette, common courtesy, like, you know, making your money in a way that's not stepping on people's toes necessarily. But now these girls just.
Do you think it's because you were in Virginia? Or it was even out here, it was like that too?
Maybe because I was in Virginia and it's just like a smaller club, a smaller environment.
Houston savage in every game. I ain't gonna hold you.
Yeah, no, it was a whole different world coming out here.
I tatted off of like you know where Hobby Airport's at.
Yeah.
So I tatted down there first, and then I moved to the southwest side, over there by Onyx, right up the street, and it was a whole like. I get in the field, so I wasn't tripping on it, but this is definitely like I can see how some people they get over there and they're like, I can't take this because it's different.
Yeah.
You gotta be cut like that. You in Houston, they gonna swoop. You be talking. She could want a tattoo. I be talking to her. I go. You'll come back. She getting tatted. What? Oh shit! We thought you went home, bro. I don't know what's going on.
Yes.
That's what I'm saying.
Yes, it's just like that. And I
think
actually,
that's just over here.
The
Just
first
city
club
just like that.
I worked at was on the north side, which was a way more hood. Way
North
more.
side.
On the north. Oh, thank you. On the north side, and then I came to the south at Onyx, and I'm like, oh my God, this is way more tolerable. I could do this because like at the clubs on the north side, even though technically it's not supposed to be nude, after 2 o'clock or something, they'll lock the doors and be like, if you want to make money, take all that. I'm like, hey, I don't want to.
They're like, hey.
Now I look to the side of me, all the other girls like,
Been waiting on this moment.
no, I don't want to take it off.
You feel like you lose money because of that?
No, because I'm a solid entertainer. Like, there's some dudes that don't care about it, but I'm not hurting. I had to be okay with missing out on money for my morals.
Yeah.
And I think if you're...
You gotta look like you could get some money without taking your clothes off.
I don't need to do that. I can just motherfucking... You know what I'm saying? Like, I can do something else. I ain't gotta show no coochie.
I follow this girl. This is what I was gonna ask you. Do you feel like in 2026, like I say, I can see that on Instagram. Do you feel like that hurts the game versus before? Because in 2017, 2018, Instagram and Twitter was not like
it wasn't on that. Yeah, they was probably making way more. But I feel like with like that, you can't miss what you never had. We don't know. Even though we know it was better, we didn't experience better. So I can tolerate what I'm getting now for what I'm willing to do. And then who knows? When the dollar was worth more and niggas was spending more, it may have been
5 years
easier.
ago. What was COVID like?
COVID was a bag.
I'm already know
With them
that.
PPP loans, oh my God.
Because guess who opened? Yeah, we got food in here too. We a restaurant. Bring your ass in. I know what y'all was on.
And we was in mind you, in Virginia, I was working at a hole in the wall. Even
you wasn't out here during COVID?
I was not out here yet.
Oh,
I got
damn,
here.
You missed that.
Yes, I did miss
Yeah,
it.
you missed that.
Even in my hole in the wall, I was leaving out with a band. I'm talking about busted up little club. Everybody was making a band. So I already know the girls out here.
That little era is what took me from, or made me feel comfortable about transitioning into owner instead of artist. That COVID, that shit was, like you said,
Yeah, that was an eye opener.
It was a bag. I damn near want them to shut it down again. Everybody took a minute and shut it the fuck down.
Right. Redistribute them PPPs again. Them PPPs was busting. I ain't gonna lie.
I know they was bringing it straight to y'all.
And then on top of that, it was so crazy because right before COVID happened, something told me to get something, when I say like a spiritual thing, told me to get certified in doing nails. So I took a nail class and got certified shortly after COVID got shut down, and I was the nail tech for the city. Because all the nail salons was closed, my garage was jumping.
Yeah, so that was why we was making money. The shop I worked at, he was like, man, y'all know y'all ain't supposed to be tatting. I know I gotta look like, man, you know what I'm finna do. I got a key. You know what I'm about to do. I'm not canceling not one appointment. So he basically was just like, shit, see no evil. Like, he wasn't never there the whole time.
Right, yeah.
But he like,
I just been like, hey, as long as you take responsibility for it, that's on you.
Not even that. He was like, as long as, because so basically, bro, COVID was wicked. We in that hoe, trash bag the door, because the door was glass. Trash bag the door, lights is off. All we got is these lights. Artist light is on.
Oh, so
it's
they
going
ain't
down. We
shaking.
smoking in that hut, bro. It would look like, I tell you one dude, he's like, man, hey, I fuck with you, bro. Let me know when it ain't so hot around this hoe no more. So I can come back and get tatted. Like, it was really like,
Y'all was on that.
It was wild, wild west. But it was lit.
But to
It's
have
so
the
much
doors
money
closed
going
and
around.
smoking with COVID, y'all was,
It was
cutting it
illegal.
close.
We breaking the law already.
Yeah.
Let's break all of what Boosie said in that interview. I go to jail to break the law. If we already here, we already here, man. Let's break every single law.
Y'all all worried about getting sick? You weren't wearing no mask?
I was wearing a mask. I got a video where I cavicided. That's the cleaner we use. Somebody gave me some cash. I said, nope, you ain't finna get me. I was spraying the cash down. I never got COVID though.
Me neither. Thank God.
At the end of it, that was when I went to Atlanta. COVID was lit. We was getting to that bread. But we got them jobs where it's like,
Leaf ninja.
you might not know him, but I guarantee, I'm finna put that brown in that rope and we'll be done. I guarantee it's a nigga, I'm saying one, but it's multiple of them. But it's one who like, as soon as I get some money, I'm taking it straight to her.
For me?
Yeah, he waiting. As soon as he get a check, it's coming straight to you. So when COVID hit, shit, I got 200, I'm about to go, cause I've been
Charlotte.
waiting to see her.
I definitely got a guy in my DMs right now that actually just texted that to me
When he gets some, he real.
20 hours ago. 20 hours ago.
He said, when I get some money, I'm bringing it to you? Mm-hmm. Oh, wow.
Look, I'm gonna pay so good.
Stand-up guy.
He is, but he been saying it for a while, so he's only, I wouldn't say a stand-up guy until he comes through with it.
Right.
I had to,
That's what I was gonna say.
I had to stop giving niggas credit beforehand.
I may have thought it. I wouldn't have said that. Not at all. Definitely not admitting it. But when I get some money, just know. But it was like that for the tattoo artists too. It was all the people who had asked me like, "Hey, how much for a sleeve? How much for this session? How much?" They
was coming get it.
big dog. What you got on Tuesday?
Right. The time is now.
They had a lot of questions before. Oh, what? How does that include? Now that
That bag was
that PPP hit. Hey, I'm coming on Monday and I'm bringing 4 women with me. They want tattoos too.
Oh yeah, you was eating good.
Yeah, it was going crazy.
It was good. It was good. COVID was a good time.
Speaking of tattoos and strip clubs, if you could talk about the first shop I worked at over there by the airport, it was by that club. I always want to call it fucking Heartbreakers. What is it called? No, it's like Drake said it in a song. Cause I always look at it like that's the one that nigga said in the song. Anyways, whatever it was called, these girls will come because I'm literally across the freeway. So the thing is like right there. It's off of Edgebrook. You got a U-turn and you hit it. I can see it. I just can't think of the name. But they would come across the street and be like, "I guess my last $40. I gotta cover this up." The Ritz.
Or the Colorado, the Ritz.
No, the Ritz.
The Ritz.
They would be like, "It's my last $40. I gotta cover this."
Ritz.
And so that could have been it because it was never nobody white needed to do nothing to be able to get the job, but they would have to cover up certain tattoos because of allegedly it meant they were trafficked or whatever. But they like got this butterfly when I was 18. Now they saying I'm part of this gang because I'm in the butterfly gang. They done kidnapped me and everything. So I was covering it up, and it would always be like, and I would do it. I'm young, I'm 21. You got $40. If you had some money back then, if you had any type of money, you getting a tat. For me, I'm tatting you. You about to get the amount worth of tat for how much money you got, because I want it. You came in here with $40, you about to get $40 worth of tat. I need that. But they would be like,
They would have you like cover up a whole tat, or you would put like some concealer or something on it.
Cover. So they would say they're like, okay, you got this Hamza. This means that you were involved with prostitution. So in order to work here, that needs to be gone. You can have a tattoo, but you can't have that. And they would literally be like, they would leave there and come across. This happened so many times that I know what's going on because they all told me. They would leave there and come across and be like, I just need like a silhouette of a star, like a black star or something. Or probably not that because that sounds like a gang, but just something like it would anything cover it up.
That's
and
insane.
It happened a lot. They weren't allowing them to work there because of that.
Yeah, Ritz, you can only be so dark to work there.
So it was just them probably. It was just that club. Or have you heard of that? Like you got to cover up a certain type of tattoo to work here.
In places like that, the tattoo didn't matter. It was more skin tone. So I don't know about the specific tattoo restrictions.
That makes sense. They could have just been saying that because they was, you know.
Yeah, it never made sense to me.
That's more of a Hispanic area, but colorism happens in that community too, and it would be darker toned.
I hated that. When I first moved here and realized that they did that, that hurt my feelings so bad. Until I found the black clubs.
So it wasn't like that at most of the places where you worked before?
No, in
Texas?
Virginia. No, not in Virginia.
It's interesting. They want them light skins in Texas.
But also, when you're a pole girl, you can get in more places where most black girls can't, just because you bring something different to the table.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Most of the time, they might want to tell me no, and I'm like, just let me audition. Just let me do one song on the stage. Then,
Yeah, if you
then I'm
and you
hired.
do realism, you could do portraits. You already above half the. I feel you.
Yeah, it's levels to it for sure.
Cause what you do small tattoos. We got 100 of them already work here.
Yeah.
We don't need you.
Yeah, you need to bring something different, like 3D art or something.
Is that why you wanted to pursue it? Because it make more money?
What?
The actual intricate pole work.
No, I just did it because I like to
Where you fit
perform. Yeah, I just liked it. I think that's why I got so good at it, because I wasn't trying to get good at it. I was just doing it because I loved it. And I'm just always the type of person, like, I always like to improve, like, get better. And it, not even in an obsessive way, but like lately, even though I'm good at the pole, I'm still learning more things. Like now when I'm getting up there, I'm paying attention to like if I'm pointing my toes, like how my muscles feel. Or I'll be up there thinking like, okay, if I twist my grip or if I flex this muscle, and I find myself like,
Getting your form together.
yeah, I'm like, damn, I'm still learning even though I know.
I'll be doing that in the gym.
That's how you get it. That's how you really get it now. Are we done?
Yep.
Because I was like, it's starting to sting now. I don't want nothing. I think I ain't got with nothing else on there.
Nah, don't tell them that. I'm light-handed D.
No, you did. No, I done thugged it out this whole time. Let me see.
Are they still running? Nothing? How long?
Yes.
6 minutes? Oh. Well, niggas gonna get you.
I'm
got the
officially
clip
a
now.
leaf ninja. I'm a leaf ninja.
They done died.
They're gone? Okay.
Yeah.
That's fine.
It's about to die till you hear it beeping.
That's what that is.
But it's all good because the audio's still gonna be in there.
Perfect time. I know my aunt's gonna be like, where you at?
So they can't see you, but they can hear you. You
They
got
can
any
hear me.
advice you want to give to maybe a young stripper or a young entrepreneur, just in life?
The advice that I would give to what we call a baby stripper in my community is have your boundaries. No, don't allow the money to make you. Always be willing to make your money, but don't be willing to do anything for your money. Because being in an industry where there's so many different people, like energies that you come in contact with, and a lot of envy or whatever the case may be with the girls, this industry can drain your light. Like you can go in innocent, bubbly, and after being in the game for years and doing this and that, it can drag you down. Like you will lose yourself, and I've seen that happen to a lot of girls. So have your boundaries, have your yes and your no's. Know that it's always money to make. It's always money being printed. It's always other opportunities to do other things. I also will recommend taking your money, even if you're not saving it in a bank, but investing it into something else. Like if you have a goal or a dream or idea, use that money for that and make yourself multifaceted. I don't recommend anybody just be just a stripper through and through. Just wake up club, wake up club, wake up. Like add more layers to yourself so that way, you know, when we evolve out of this, you have more going on for yourself. You don't lose your shine. I don't know. That's what I would do.
Appreciate you coming by and giving light to some of the finances of the strip life and some of the, you know, just about yourself.
Yes,
You
thank
like your
you. I like it. I finally got me
I'm about to
an
kill
animated
one
tattoo.
up. Yeah, we're gonna get it on the.
Ah! I really got me a kunai.
I don't know. I gotta.